if it is a physics class, asking multiple questions to arrive at the result. Okay, so a car stops on applying brakes, how it happens, right? So just for arriving at the result, okay, the teacher will be asking several questions which props the answer from the student. Okay, so by this way, the students critical thinking, the teacher enables the students critical thinking. And because you have got it by your own thinking, okay, this is not going to forget forever. Okay, so this is the way of teaching we use in our tutoring sessions, right? Socratic teaching methodology, because our tutoring sessions are one-on-one sessions, it makes more easy for us. Okay, just one student, so one teacher and one student, so the teacher is not going to give away everything. Okay, if it is going to be a trigonometry, the teacher is not going to give away every formula and just put it on the questions, not that way, right? So how to arrive at the formula and how to apply the application part of the formula, so all these things are done in a Socratic teaching methodology. So by this way we achieve the first point, which is the conceptual learning. Okay, focus on the concept, not just the answer. Okay, by this is the first way to achieve your grades. Okay, remember. Now moving to the second one. The second one, this best second way is plan your work and work your plan. Okay, what is this is how we are going to achieve this is, right, customized study plan, right? Do you guys agree that each individual have a different learning abilities, and the requirements also differ from class to class? Yes, do you guys agree to that? Right, some will be little slow in learning, some of you will be very fast. Okay, and you will like to have more harder questions, right? So the learning abilities of the students varies hardly, right? Um, Very commonly it actually varies, right? Now in a class of 30 students are there, or even 20 students, say in a group tutoring, okay, in a group tuitions there are 20 students. Again, it's going to be the classroom where there will be both extreme, that is a student who is having a very difficult in learning, or maybe a little slow in learning, or the student who's very much fast in grasping the things. Both the extreme ability students are going to be in the class, and how the teacher has to moderate in between, right? So what the teacher do is generally they will go in her or his pacing. Okay, so generally at the beginning of the class or beginning of the year they will be little slow. Okay, but as and when there is a pressure to complete the syllabus, or the exams are nearing, or whatever the kind of stuff is there, they will just pick up the speed in the teaching in the class, right? It is not that the every teacher want the child to understand things what they teach. Definitely that is the intention, but still, because of the different learning abilities in class, and because of completing the work quickly, the pressure they have to sometimes go with the different pacing. Okay, sometimes little slow, sometimes really fast. Okay, so what happens in a tutoring session? Okay, when it's going to be one-on-one tutoring, okay, the tutor is going to get to know about the child's ability in learning, okay, and the requirement. Okay, based on that they can really customize the lessons, right? Suppose if the teacher in school is doing a calculus topic, and you want to do the same thing in the tutoring, that is possible, because it's one-on-one. Whatever the topic it is needed for you, based on your requirement, it can be customized. But if it is going to be a group session, the schedule is already there, how much portions has to be covered in that particular session is already there. Okay, and the teaching speed of the teacher is also already decided based on the how much stuff they have to cover in that class. Because of that, it's going to be again a classroom session only when it is a group tuitions. But if it is going to be tutoring, this benefits a lot, because we can customize your study plan, we can customize the subject, topic, subtopic, whatever, and that is really going to help you in the school also, right? Just think about the same topic covered in class you're learning in the tutoring also. Just imagine how it is going to be really helpful for you in the classroom. You can just quickly give your answers in the classroom. Yes. Okay, so now this is a second way, having a customized study plan. Okay, this is a second way how we can help you to ace your grades. Okay, now moving to the third. Come on, guys, there is a survey again. Okay, you will get a survey form now. Read the question. What and who do you think stresses out students the most? Which one stresses out you the most? Is it peers? The competition among your peers? Okay, or the homework, or the parents, or the again the standardized test or the entrance exams? I think you will we will be having almost all as a stress, right? Which stresses out the most on a day-to-day basis, right? Every day this is there. Okay, kind of what is that? Answer on the survey form. Let us see what is the result now. Oh my God, again standardized test. Okay, so you guys are having, I think, very almost all of you here are having that standardized test and entrance exam fear there. Okay, 52% say that it's entrance exams, parents 24%, peers 5%, homework is 19%. Okay, great. Okay, so how many are there? Let me see quickly. Okay, there are 22 around. Okay, so in this, you are having a standardized test as a very stressing out you a lot. Okay, I understand. But on a larger audience, when you have taken the survey among many students, which is conducted by the Princeton Review, okay, do you know what is the result? Do you like to know which stresses out the student the most? Do you like to know the result about that? Yes. Okay, so I will tell you it's their homework. Okay, so many students have said that homework is a thing which stresses out them because every day they have some kind of homework project, internal assessment, extended essays. So many things are there around you. Okay, so the projects you have to submit on time, and every day you have to work on all these things, which stresses out the students a lot. Okay, so this is what we got as the response, and that is the third thing also. Again, there is one more survey for you. On an average, how many hours each day do you spend on doing your homework or projects? There is a survey again. Just think on an average, every day, how many hours you have to spend on this? Let us see what is the response. Is it just 1 hour? 1 hour means it's good actually. But if it is going to be more, let us see how many are giving. Okay, let us see the response now. Okay. See, such a equal response I got for 1 hour, 2 hours, and 3 hours. 26% have responded that they say 1 hour, 2 hours, and 3 hours, all the same. Okay. Okay. But 3 hours is going to be something, like, will you have really time? 3 hours every day. And more than 3 hours, 21%. Okay. Now, this is the third point actually, right? Homework, is it good or bad if I say homework is the canary in the coal mine? Okay, it's something says that the danger is there. Okay, if you're not going to do, it's going to be danger really, right? Okay, now let me say how we are going to help you for this and how it is definitely essential also, right? So when you have a lot of work, lot of internal assessments, projects, everything, okay, and which you find it little difficult in understanding what to do the project, internal assessments, etc., and there is going to be someone close by you and going to mentor you in the complete homework process and helps you to submit things on time, just think about the way. Okay, just think about it. Your parents must be knowing, your parents must be really willing to help you, but may not have time. Or the grades you are in, if you are going to be in a higher grades, maybe parents may also find it little tough for some of the topics at least, right? So if there is someone who is going to help you completely, okay, and just think about how confidently you can face the class, right? And how this is going to help you in ace your grades, because it is learning the concepts in bite-sized pieces, right? Just if you think of having an apple, right, can you take one full apple in one go? Not possible, right? But if you want to take it in bite-sized pieces, you can enjoy it, right? So the same way, the concepts you're going to learn in the homework will be like a bite-sized pieces, right? But when you put together towards the end, it becomes a really helpful factor in improving your grades, right? So this is the third thing. Okay, often when you don't do the homework, just think about the scenario. You will be praying God, okay, the teacher should be absent today. The teacher should forget that he or she had given the homework. Okay, but now there is someone who is going to help you. The mentor is going to help you to complete the homework on time, as well as learning the concepts in bite-sized pieces. Just think about the scenario. So how confidently you can walk into the class every day after completing your projects on time, right? So this is the third thing how we can help you. Now moving to the next. Again, there is a poll survey. Keep your fingers ready and give your response. The survey form is there. Do you have butterflies in your stomach before an exam? What is your response? Let us see the response now. Shall we see the result? Oh, yes, yes, is majority. 60% say yes, 40% say no. Okay. The 40% who say no, what is the reason? Are you really so confident? Even if you are extremely confident, often that exam butterflies are there, right? For some it is 1 month before, like, when once you get the schedule, you have that kind of fear. Okay, or for some of you it may be a week before. Okay, or some of you it may be just one day before the exam. Okay, there will be some kind of, my god, let me finish this exam quickly, then it's going to be really relieved. Okay, or so some of you it may be only the moment you see the question paper. Okay, or just when you are in the exam hall, that silent situation, the environment you are in. Okay, only that may create that butterflies in your stomach. Okay, right. So what is going to do now with our fourth point? We have already saw 3 points by which we can help you in acing your finals. Now we are going to see the fourth point. What is that? So, how to overcome the stress? Managing stress is something, everybody have to learn, even from kids to adults, everybody. Okay, and when you are in school grades, okay, having multiple work, multiple pressure, okay, peers, pressure from the peers, the competition you have among the peers, parents pressure, as we have just saw in the another survey form also, right? So there are a lot of things going on around you, and you are in the pressure to take up good college admissions. That is the ultimate focus, or ultimate, the point which creates that stress. Okay, so how we can manage this stress, and or how our tutoring will help you to manage the stress? So it really improves your attitude towards learning and the school. Okay, it's going to be really fun. As I have told you, it just relates to the first point, the Socratic way of teaching. Okay, it's not just going to be just giving away all the concepts, just giving the definitions, or just giving away the theorems or proofs or whatever. Not that way. It's really going to be fun in learning, because you're going to understand yourself the concepts. Okay, the teacher is just going to keep asking you questions and helping you to arrive at the concepts. Okay, and often and then there is going to be a lot of encouragement and motivation which comes from your teacher. And often as a kids, you all might you all might have experienced that. Okay, whenever you get a small appreciation, that motivates you a lot. Okay, have seen kids like whenever you get some, just a thumbs up from the teacher or just a clap from the teacher and say, wow, it's a good job. Okay, whenever you have that kind of words from the teacher, just imagine you will feel very happy. The whole day will be happy for you. You will be sharing that happiness with your parents, with your siblings and all, just telling them, I got a wow. Okay, that motivates often kids a lot. Okay, and that is what happening in our tutoring sessions also. Okay, which improves the attitude towards the learning and towards the school a lot, right? It completely changes the attitude. It's not going to be just, um, learning for the sake of learning. Never, right? It's going to be completely fun with a lot of encouragement and motivation throughout the session. Okay, right. So this is the fourth point. Now coming to the fifth, build confidence finally, which is the ultimate positivity everybody is looking for, right? When you have that confidence, then you're going to face it. All the four are already there. You had a Socratic way of teaching, you have a customized study plan, homework, manage stress, and the last one is the building confidence. So when you have all these things, obviously in class your self-esteem and the confidence improves a lot. You all agree with that? When you are submitting things on time, when you're submitting your project, internal assessments, homework, everything on time, and you are able to answer the small questions which comes in the class, right? You can understand the concept by yourself. Okay, when all these things happens in the tutoring, definitely that is going to improve your confidence, improve your self esteem. Okay, because you have all the resources that you want to excel in the school, right? So these are the five ways really we are going to help you to ace your grades, right? Just a quick thing here to know the concept, not just the answer. By which we achieve this is through Socratic teaching. Customized study plan, because the learning abilities varies from individual to individual, right? Learn in bite-sized pieces through homework, manage stress, build confidence, right? These are the five ways we take it, to ace your grades, right? Okay. Now, let me see if there are any questions on the chat. Okay, so there are some questions on the chat which I will take it up towards the end. Okay, right? Okay, great. Going. Let me go to the next one. So Manya's academic tutoring is one-on-one live online session. We have a certified subject expert and experienced tutors. Our tutors are minimum 7 years experience at least. I would say that's the least thing. Okay, and well experienced teachers from the curriculum which they are teaching. That is the IB curriculum or IGCSE curriculum, sometimes CBSE curriculum, right? And they have undergone a certification, in-house certification training for teaching in that Socratic way and how to deliver in the live online classroom. Okay, the online tutoring is something, only when it is one-on-one, the focus will be good. Otherwise, the engagement among the students is really tough for the teacher. It happens best way when it is one-on-one. Okay, we have a live and interactive platform. I will show the platform in some time. Okay, you will understand how good it is. Customized study plan, as we discussed right now. Socratic teaching approach is what we just saw that as well. Robust monitoring and tracking the progress through student dashboard. Okay, so these are the some of the highlights. I would say there are a lot of things about the tutoring, Manya's academic tutoring, but the highlights, the top five things I like to share with you is this list. Right now, moving to the next. Live and interactive platform. As I said, I will show you this platform so that you will get to know how good it is. Okay, it replicates the traditional face-to-face classes. I'll show you, then you will also agree to that. Hope you all can see this is the platform we use. Okay, the Princeton Review teaching platform which we use for Manya academic tutoring. So this is the platform. I will show you some of the very interesting quick things. Okay. So the whiteboard has all the necessary features of the teacher. So here the student joins, okay, and here the tutor joins. Tutor and student you can see in the participant, and the chat option is there. Because it's one-on-one, the student can, can be unmuted actually. Not necessary that they have to go for a chat. They can just, discuss. By just talking itself, okay, by just unmuting themselves, okay. They have all the required things, like, like just the pens, everything essential ones are already there. I'll show you something which is very nice, is this. Okay, the graph. Okay, you can just have a graph sheet here, and the tutor can show the graph here like this. Okay, parabola, vertices. Okay, all these things are possible here, and we can choose some good colors also. Okay, highlighters. Okay, and we can grow whiteboard. See here, just grow option. Like if the sum is little big, the solution is little big, the tutor can grow the whiteboard and complete the entire question in one go. Okay, like this, the actions, some of the good actions which the student and the teacher also uses. Great job. Okay, just a few things I'm showing. It has all the, they can, the student can import the images from the net also, the formula, shape, symbols, whatever. Okay, the images also, whatever they want, they can import from the system or from the net also. Okay, and there is an option to upload the PPT also. Sometimes the teacher want to upload the PPT. There are inbuilt PPTs here, and they can use upload the PPT, and also they can teach, right? So this is the platform we use for teaching, which has all the essential items, essential requirements, okay, which the teacher need for doing a good teaching. Okay, right. Now moving back here. So how we can help you? We have, generally, you may have four kind of helps. Okay, generally every student might have this. Okay, complete content coverage. Okay, this we provide. This is if you are in whatever class you are, say in class 9, you want the physics topic subject to be very difficult. Okay, so build from the basic and strengthen the concept. Okay, so starting from the beginning, every chapter we will go in depth, basics, and then the concepts, strengthening the concepts as well. The second is, the specific topic coverage. Okay, say you want only very specific topic. Okay, I'm finding difficult uh, only in a particular topic. Okay, say what, geometry, okay, or trigonometry, just one particular topic I'm finding difficult. Fine, go ahead. Okay, that only particular topic stops your grades improvement. Just get that topic from the basic and strengthen the concept there as well. Then homework help, as I have already told, this is something stresses students a lot. So get your homework, internal assessment, or whatever project or whatever you have, get it done with the help of the tutors. Just not help. Okay, it is not just, doing your work. Okay, it is just making you to do the work, making you to learn the concept, and by the way, making it easier. Okay, doubts clarification. If you have just doubt in any particular topic or subtopic or anything, just get your doubts cleared. Okay, so these are the, widely three four areas where students will look help for. Okay, a complete content or a specific topic or a homework help or just the doubts clarification. So whatever the way, just get it done through Manya academic tutoring. It's one-on-one, and so you can customize it as per your requirement. Okay. Another survey now. Yeah. Keep your hands ready. Which of the following subjects are commonly tested in most of the entrance exams? Because you guys were from the beginning saying standardized tests and exams, entrance exams. I'm sure you guys must be knowing a lot about which subjects are tested. Choose multiple things, okay? It's not that just only one. You can choose whatever applies to the question. I'll give you time. Which subjects are commonly tested in most of the entrance exams? Okay, let us see the result now. Math and English. Yes, you guys are absolutely right. I'm sure, as I said, because from the beginning, many of you are wanting for standardized test and entrance exams. I totally agree with you. Math and English are the subjects which are commonly tested in almost all the entrance exams, right? If you take study abroad or if you take in India, whatever the case is. If you take study abroad, if you want to do your undergraduate in undergraduation in abroad, then SAT, ACT, both has math and English. Okay, or any study abroad entrance exams like GRE, GMAT, SAT, ACT. Okay, all these stuff have the both math and verbal. If you take the entrance exams, which is conducted by top colleges in India, okay, almost all the top colleges have their own entrance exams, right? Which is, very difficult for the student to prepare for each and every entrance exam, right? But most of the entrance exams are testing only the same concepts. I'll tell you what are the concepts are tested. It's going to test you only math and English, and what concepts are tested in these two subjects are also remains almost the same. Okay, let us see that. So how strong is your math and English foundation? We will see this now. Or how to make it strong, we will see. So quant reasoning often test these four topics every time. I hope you guys will agree to this. Algebra, arithmetic, geometry, data analysis. Okay. So data analysis means like the charts and data questions, like can be a pie chart or a box plot or a histogram or a pie chart or whatever the thing. They will test you about the mean, median, mode, or sometimes the question may test based on the survey taken also, right? So there are a lot of things in data analysis, and algebra, arithmetic, geometry, what are the topics are tested. So these are the commonly tested topics in the entrance exams, whatever the entrance exams it may be. In India, it can be any entrance exam, like all the management entrance exams. Okay, whatever the CAT or MAT or whatever exams you have, right? DU GAT, IPM MAT. So many exams we have, right? So in all these exams or any competitive exams also, like for job, like civil services exam, whatever we take, finally these two are being tested. I'm sure you all will agree to this, and that is what your result also says. The survey result also says the same. The math and verbal is something so important, which is coming throughout your life. Okay, wherever there is an exam, it's about content verbal, right? So just imagine how strong you should be in these two topics, in these two subjects, right? So here about the quant, and the next one about the verbal. In verbal, what is tested every time? It is RC. Definitely RC is there. Whenever there is a verbal reasoning, there is a RC, reading comprehension. Only the dense of the passage differs from test to test. Okay. If you take SAT, the passages will be very dense. If you take ACT, the passages will be little easy, right? So if you take some other Indian exams, definitely the passages are not so dense. Okay. So reading comprehension. Next, the grammar rules are often tested. Okay, which is seriously confusing most of the time for many of us, right? Or the punctuation rules, when you should put a comma, when you should put a colon, right? So the punctuation rules or the vocabulary. Oh my God, how many words you should learn, right? And how it's going to be helpful for you. vocabulary and the writing skills, the essay sometimes. Okay, not often the writing, the essays are not tested in almost all the entrance exams, I would say, but still that is one important topic tested, right? So the verbal reasoning often test your reading comprehension skills, reading skills basically, reading comprehension, your vocabulary, your grammar rules, what do you know about the grammar rules, and the writing skills. Now, isn't it going to be really difficult if you want to prepare for each and every entrance exam, right? Are you going to join a coaching class for each and every entrance exam, right? You know how many entrance exams you have to write to get into some good colleges, either, at least, if it is abroad, it's going to be only SCT or ACT, right? Abroad universities are fine because if your target is US, or if it is just study abroad, then you have to prepare either SAT or ACT. But if it is going to be in India, if you're going to do your undergraduate in India, then each and every college have their entrance exam. Okay, so that is going to make it tough. What we can do for that is we can build our English and math foundation skills. Okay, we can have a strong foundation for English and math, right? We will see these topics. Okay, we will prepare these topics completely. Now, whatever the entrance exam is, we will just see the pattern, we will take some mock exams, and we can attempt the test. Okay, how we can build it, how we can build the English and math is through our early age program. Manya, the Princeton Review provides early age program. What is early age program is it provides the academic, it provides academic test taking, life skills every student needs to succeed. Because the early age program which we offer is focused only on math and English. Having a strong foundation on math and English is the ultimate goal of this program, right? Once you're strong in these concepts, then whatever the entrance exam is, just get into that pattern, take few mocks and attempt the entrance exam. You need not join coaching for each and every entrance exam which is conducted in India, which is very difficult, right? That is why just build a strong foundation which is being tested in all the entrance exams. Okay, the topics are also same, right? So build that foundation and just apply that in whatever entrance exams you take. So what is early age? Okay, so it is a you can see here, early age courses put a new spin on math and English language arts instruction that combines foundational content, critical thinking with an introduction to standardized test taking strategies. Just see the last line here, what I'm showing, standardized test taking strategies. If you are preparing for standardized test, you will get to know this point, what I am talking about. The usual school questions and the questions on the entrance exams or standardized test are not the same, right? It makes a lot of difference. You need to know that test taking strategies for sure. The strategies and techniques helps a lot when it comes to standardized test, which is not required for the school questions. Okay, so this course, this early age course, helps you to get that strategies and techniques which you can apply for all the standardized tests which you're going to prepare. Okay, so what the math includes, math curriculum includes a real world usage of all the concepts, repetition of math vocabulary. Okay, that is, you must be knowing it, like when to put, how to convert English to math, right? If it is, we put a equal to, right? If it is off, we put a multiplication symbol. So converting, the translating that math to English. Similarly, translating the word problems into statements, right? Into numbers, right? So how to do that? Basically, the application of what you have learned in the school in the real world conceptual problems. Okay, and then for verbal, it's definitely, it's very strong to improve your skills in reading, your verbal communication by breaking down the skills into steps and teaching through repetition, right? So it's going to help you definitely in three main things, I would say. And one is the reading skills, Okay, the passages in this early age program are really dense enough, which makes the Indian entrance exams really easy. Okay, and then the grammar rules, which is definitely needed, at least for, you know, at least for your career, at least for drafting mails and whatever things you're going to do in future. The grammar rules are essential, right? And then the writing skills, definitely. And by activities, the teachers will help you to improve your vocabulary also, right? So this is the early age program overview, right? Now this has actually three levels. Okay, early age 100, 101, and 102. So there are three levels in this. The first level is for class 6 to 8 students. The next level can be taken at 8th grade also, or at ninth grade. Similarly, 102, 9 or 10. Based on the student's ability, we assign these levels, okay? Either 100 or 101 or 102, whatever the level is. The topics covered will be same in all the levels, but the difficulty level gradually increases from level to level, okay? The student can see that, okay, a simple reading comprehension passage for early age 100 and early age 101, they can see how dense the passage is whenever the level is increasing. The early age materials, we provide heavy materials for this foundation course, because we know that lots and lots of practice is essential to build a strong foundation for both math and verbal. We have course workbook for English and math. Similarly, homework book, which is a practice material for math and English. Have just mentioned 100. Okay, the same thing goes for the other two levels also. And there is a student portal. Okay, there is a portal which has a lot of things like 16 full length tests, topic wise test, a short videos. Okay, just 2 minutes, 3 minutes videos which explains one simple concept clearly. Okay, uh, a full score report, a complete score report with answers and explanation. Everything is available on the portal here, right? Okay. Now I will just tell you about the. I'll just show you the early age portal. So say this is coursework in the early age. This is student portal, and this is for English level 1. Okay. So you can see short lessons here. There are so many lessons you can see, right? Each topic, like reading has some, writing has some, grammar has some lessons like this. And say if I click on colons, okay, there will be a short video, okay, which explains this concept clearly. A very short video, really 2 minutes or 3 minutes video. In that short duration, they explain the concept clearly. Okay, that's the beauty of this course. You know, sit and read a lot. Just by reading, just by watching this video, you will get to know the rules easily, the grammar rules. I'll just show you one. You can see here. So this is how, and each lesson is followed by a short quiz, which lets you know what you have learned. Okay, just to test yourself, what is the answer for this, based on the video you have learned. So this, like this, you can learn through short videos, and I will show you the test you have. As the list shows, there are around 14 full length tests, 12 topic wise tests, and a lot of things. So many tests you have here. Okay, you can see so many tests. Okay, I'll just show you the score report as well. You can see how detailed the report is. See, Normally this test is out of 5, they score, okay, and you can see the number of correct, number of incorrect, okay. It prepares you for the pacing also, and you can see the category view also, like which topic you have missed a lot of questions. You can see here in one go, you can say it is grammar and vocab. The student has missed 10 incorrect answers. And when you drop down, you can see that as well, which grammar, which particular category the student has missed a lot. Here you can see misplaced modifiers is the topic where the student has missed a lot of questions made incorrect, right? So like this, we have a student portal which helps you in developing, and also there is a scale, for measuring your improvement. Okay, when you come, when you just join the course, you can take a pre-test and see where you stand, and once you complete the course, you can see the post-test and see where you stand. And in between the course, you can take multiple tests as you wish, right? Right. So this is all about, okay, I have given you 5 ways where how we help you to improve your grades, okay, and how to build a strong foundation for math and verbal, which is being tested in almost all the entrance exams in India as well as in study abroad, which is nothing but the early age program. Okay, so if you have any questions, yes. Okay, so I think my colleague Suniti has given some responses here for you all. If you have any questions, please let us know. For 11th standard students, uh, is it only for 6th grade to 10th grade? If you want to still build your skills, you can take grade third level, that is 102, you can take. Okay, basically this helps, because before by 10th class they want to finish the foundation course, so that 11th and 12th generally students will be focusing on the academics and for preparing for the entrance exams, so standardized tests like PSAT or SAT, etc., right? So but still you can take the level 3, that is 102, works for 11th class students also. Our programs for class 11 and 12 is basically SAT or ACT. SAT or ACT is the right thing for you. Okay, you will prepare in and out about the math and the verbal. Okay, if you're planning for study abroad, then that is the apt test. Okay, but if you're planning for India only, like if you want to do the UG in India, then you can take early age 102, the third level itself. Okay, which will help you to build the basics for math and English, which is only tested in all, right? What about AP exams? You want to know about AP exams? AP exams, advanced placement exams, actually we will have we are often conducting webinars for that as well. AP exams are taken by students who plan for study abroad. If if they get an admissions there, then AP scores helps them to get some benefits like credits or advanced placement. Okay, it has a lot of benefit. AP exams has a lot of benefit. Nearly 25% of the tuition fees can be saved by taking good number of subjects in AP exams. Okay, if you want to know in detail, you can take a counseling, which is a free counseling only. Just write to us info@maniagroup.com. Okay, we will help you to know about AP exams, because today's topic is about tutoring. AP exams in detail we generally cover in webinars. Okay, you can take a free counseling on AP exams. Just please write to this mail ID info@maniagroup.com. We will assign a counselor who will help you to understand the AP exams better. Do you have any other? Do you have any other questions? I'm in 7th class. My sister in 11, which suits us. 7th class, level 1, okay, early age 100, okay. And 11th class, just we have to understand what is the plan for your sister. Is she planning for study abroad or in India? Based on that, we can advise. Uh, Manit is asking, I'm in 11th. How can I prepare for the test in class 12? So, Manit, you're talking about the academics or which test you're talking about, Manit? Kushi Patel, I hold US citizenship. So, how will my admission process work? Okay.
Nirmala, can I answer their questions?
Yeah, Samiti, please go ahead.
Okay. So let's go in order. We are talking about two different verticals under the webinar today. One is academic tutoring, which primarily caters to from grade 6 to grade 12 across the boards of IB, IGCSE and CBSE as well, depending on the requirement of the student. So academic tutoring is individual one-on-one tutoring for students who are from grade 6 to grade 12 across these boards. Individual classes are conducted for students on a one-on-one basis, depending on the needs of the students. So some of the students prefer to take the entire curriculum end to end. Some of the students prefer to take up only a particular topic which they have challenges in. So some of them prefer to take up assistance only for homework or project or any particular, for example, in the IB and the IGCSE, there are specific formats or ways or internal assessments or the essays have to be submitted in some particular format as per the need of the examination. So this is a one-on-one tutoring session that is spaced out over 5 hours, 10 hours, 15 hours or 20 hours, depending on the need of the student across various subjects like math, physics, chemistry, biology, business management, English, French, and Spanish. These are the various subjects for which Manya Education offers academic tutoring, and the tutoring is conducted over the Princeton Review platform by our certified and trained professionals. Moving to the other part that we saw today, which is the early age, is enhancing your verbal and math foundation. So what happens is a lot of the competitive exams which and the standardized tests like the SAT, GRE and the GMAT, the basics of the verbal and quant is what is tested on these standardized tests and the other competitive exams that are done in India as such. Keeping the current NEP in mind as well, with the proposal of the government to have a uniform testing strategy for admission across all colleges in the country, definitely a good chunk or a good percentage of quant and verbal will be tested on these competitive exams as well. Now, for some of you who are looking at admission into the Indian market, we find that the basics of the English or the quant on the basis of the school curriculum or because it's a class of more than 35, 40 or 50, some students or a good chunk of students find English to be very difficult, especially on the grammar or the vocabulary or more intense on the reading. So what happens here is the early age program gives you an edge over the other children and you can start preparing from when you are in your 6th grade and above. Now, if you take the foundation of the early age program, which is for the 6th, 7th and 8th, once you move on to the 9th and the 10th, you are able to handle the level of verbal or quant reasoning at the 9th and 10th level. So for people who want to do the SAT or the ACT, I'm not sure if many of you are aware, we have something that is called the preliminary SAT. That is the PSAT. So the foundation for you to take up the PSAT exam and get a great score can be laid when you are in the 6th, 7th and 8th. Now, if you have already taken up the foundation for the PSAT, when you are in your 9th, 10th or 11th, you can take up the next level of the early age, which is either 101 or 102, so that you will be able to learn the foundation and the basics of verbal and math, and then move on to taking up the course for the SAT. So what happens is you strengthen your foundation on the verbal and the quant, and then when you move on to taking the coaching for SAT, it is more about the structure of the test and how to face the test, which is what is being tested. So currently now, whether you want to prepare for the SAT or you want to prepare for the ACT, or whether you want to prepare for the GRE or the GMAT, overall, all these tests cover only the basics of verbal and quant. In the ACT, there is a small portion of science that is also tested, but the science of the ACT is more about understanding and comprehending the question. It is not directly a science question that is put to you. You need to really understand and comprehend the question for you to be able to answer. So if on the basis of this, we are talking about two different things. One is tutoring from grade 6 to grade 12. So if a child is in 11th grade, what is the practice I need to do if I have to get a great score on my 12? There is a separate academic tutoring platform which Manya will train you for. You can reach out to us, write to us on this email ID, and we will share the details of the duration of the course. Do you want a demo of the trainer who will be handling your classes? If you're satisfied with the demo, then you decide on how many hours you want to enroll for the course. Do you want to take up only one particular topic? Do you want to take up only a particular topic to complete your homework? Do you want the entire math curriculum? That decision is solely yours. The second part of it is the early edge, which any student who's taking the academic tutoring can also do. Any of you who have plans to do the SAT, ACT, GRE or the GMAT to build your foundation, you can either take up the 100, 101 or 102. That completely depends on the level of the student at which they begin the course. So if you're already well versed in the basics, then sometimes you may not have to do the very basic level, which is early at 100. You can take up the 101 or the 102. The details of the pricing, how the course gets scheduled, will you have a SPOC, will you have a person guiding you through the entire schedule? All those details we will share with you once you reach out to us, and you will be assigned an individual counselor whom you can talk to and get all your doubts clarified. So I hope I've made clarified most of the doubts put up on the chat. It's okay if you have not taken the PSAT, you can definitely take up the SAT. That's not a problem. Currently, if you're in class 11, I'm presuming next year, 2021, you'll be moving into the 12. This is the right time for you to start preparation for the SAT. Let me answer one more question, Sakina. There's another person, Kushi, who said, I hold a US citizenship. And Kushi, your admission process will be aligned. Your citizenship has not got anything to do with the admission process. All assistance can be done online with you. Okay. So the team who can assist you for admissions work will work as per your profile. So there's nothing to worry about that. Do you take test and guidance? Yes, all our courses, Zakina, we have a diagnostic test which is mandatory. So the first thing we recommend to all our students is take up the test. Understand where you stand, understand your strengths and areas of improvement, and then we decide what course you have to do. Okay, and then we decide how many hours you have to take the course for. So it's not that X number of hours are dumped onto you. If a very bright student comes in and we get to realize that, probably we'll recommend a 5 to a 10-hour course. But if we feel the child needs more additional support, accordingly the number of hours will be recommended by the tutor. Okay, so we have students who come shift from a CBSE background to a CBSE board to the IB or IGCSE, which is a very big transition. The way English is tested on the CBSE is a lot more different the way it is tested on the IB or the IGCSE. So what happens is children struggle. So a 5 hour or a trainer, this decision will be taken by the trainer. So you first get to take up a demo with the trainer, understand whether you like the trainer, the child has to like the way the trainer is teaching, the trainer has to understand the strength and the areas of improvements of the students. Ultimately, both of them have to work together. The child has to enjoy the class. It's just not about teaching and getting a great score for the school exams. The child has to want to start, be eager to attend the tutoring session. If the sessions are boring, the child is not able to engage or connect with the tutor, then it doesn't serve our purpose. So I think all of us on this call remember the teacher who motivates us the most. Okay, so that's the point. We will definitely give you a test and guide you to choose which course you have to do. The test can be taken at your own convenience. Once you have got all the details on the basis of your availability, we will guide you as to how to take the test. Any person who is coming from a non-English speaking background as their first language, TOEFL or IELTS is mandatory. There are certain exceptions, but that will depend completely on the requirement of the university. Okay. So this decision of whether IELTS or TOEFL is mandatory completely depends on the university requirement. The admissions expert will be able to guide you on this. Yes, Yusra Fatima, all assistance in terms of English, whatever guidance you would need, we will need to know which grade the child is coming from, which class the grade child is coming from. Any specific topic you need assistance, so you have written composition, framing sentences, etc. If you tell us clearly what you want, the same will be communicated to the tutor. Classes or enrollment do not begin without having the parent, student and the trainer meet up first. Okay, so that is the first phase of our process, and that's how it's structured. So even before you decide to make the payment for the course, we first connect you up with the trainer. So you understand the trainer, you explain your needs and requirements to the trainer, and only then, if there is a mutual consent at both ends, only then we begin the course schedule for the child. So whatever is a specific requirement will be taken up on academic tutoring. Yes, Veena, you have written IELTS. What is your question?
I think Veena is asking for the fee for early age 1, 2, 3 and IELTS.
IELTS coaching for doctors. That depends on why you're going to the country abroad, Veena. Uh, if you're going for academic reasons, then the coaching is done for the academic module. If you're going for immigration or other purposes, then we train for the general module. But overall, the IELTS coaching is done for all, everybody, professionals, students. We do the coaching for all individuals, irrespective of the profession or background they come from. Yeah, Veena, write to us. There are different product variants we have. We have batches, we have one-on-ones, we have self-preparation programs, we have blend programs. So the fee will vary and the duration will also vary depending on the need and your requirement, Veena. If you are already a student who is capable of getting a 6.5 or in the 7, you may not need a 40-hour program that we have. Okay. Or if you're a student, if a student comes from a background where they are struggling to get a basic minimum score of 5 or 6, then they may need a longer duration course. The fees will vary anywhere from a one-on-one pricing to even 11,500 or slightly higher. Um, we do not train for CAT. Okay, so we do not train for CAT. We primarily cover GRE, GMAT, SAT, IELTS, TOEFL, advanced placement, and academic tutoring, which is one-on-one tutoring for grade 6 to grade 12 across IB, IGCSE, and CBSE. Arpit Kumar, SAT and ACT one-on-one is a per hour basis. Please send an email and you will be free to share the fee details with you depending on your requirement. So the duration can be chosen by you. Okay. Sure. Sakina, just drop an email with your details and what your requirement is, and accordingly, you will get all the details you want, and we can assign a counselor to you. Yes, yes, yes. Yusra Fatima, English academic tutoring, tell us what you want. Okay. You want help in vocabulary, you want help in composition, you want help in reading comprehension. Depending on the grade and what you need, accordingly, the tutoring can be done. Thank you, Nirmala. I think we are done.
Okay, Sunidhi. Thank you. Thank you all. For any questions, please put a mail to us. Here is the mail ID. Please make a note. info@maniagroup.com. Please send a mail to us. Thank you all. Bye bye. Thank you.